It is an historic day in America. At noon today, Joe Biden will be inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States.
But amid concerns about the pandemic and the threat of another attack on the Capitol, today's ceremony will look a whole lot different than those in years past. CBS 2's Bufta Yimam is on Capitol Hill in Washington this morning with more. Bufta?
Chris and Cindy, from church service to virtual swearing-in ceremonies, today's inauguration will reflect a hybrid of traditional celebrations and, of course, socially distanced events, much of it taking place in the same area that was attacked by a violent mob just 2 weeks ago. President-elect Joe Biden becomes the nation's 46th president when he takes the oath of office today.
I, Harry S. Truman.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
After an emotional send-off from his home state yesterday,
when I die, Delaware will be written on my heart.
Mr. Biden traveled to Washington, where he paid tribute to the 400,000 Americans who died due to the coronavirus.
To heal, we must remember. It's hard sometimes to remember.
The incoming president is expected to sign a series of executive orders reversing some of President Trump's policies.
This American carnage.
Unlike past inaugurations, the National Mall will be mostly empty for today's ceremony, due in part to security concerns following the assault on the Capitol.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
President-elect Biden is expected to call for unity in his speech after being sworn in by Chief Justice John Roberts.
So help me God.
President Trump is breaking from tradition and will not attend the inauguration. In a farewell address released by the White House, he offered the incoming administration his best wishes while trying to cement his own legacy.
The movement we started is only just beginning.
Meanwhile, the Senate's top Republican said President Trump bears some responsibility for the rioters on Capitol Hill.
They were provoked by the president and other powerful people.
The president's Senate impeachment trial may start as soon as next week. President-elect Biden has said that he hopes that the Senate will be able to handle an impeachment trial while also working on his agenda. In Washington, Bufta Yimam, CBS 2 News.
Following the swearing in at noon, there is still a busy day ahead. About 2.5 hours later, the new president, vice president, and their spouses will visit the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. At 3:15, they'll arrive at the White House for the first time in their new roles. At 5:15, Mr. Biden will sign executive orders and other presidential actions. And at 8:48, the four will attend the Celebrating America inaugural program, returning to the White House about an hour later.
And in one of President Trump's final acts, he issued pardons or clemency to over 100 people convicted of crimes or facing investigations. They were announced late last night, just after midnight. One will go to his former chief strategist, Steve Bannon. Bannon is charged with duping thousands of donors, promising them that 100% of their money would go to build a southern border wall. That didn't happen. Among other notable names, top GOP fundraiser Elliot Broidy, who pleaded guilty to violating foreign lobbying laws. The president commuted the sentence of Kwame Kilpatrick, a Democrat and former Detroit mayor convicted of corruption. And he pardoned the rapper known as Lil Wayne, who pleaded guilty to a firearms charge.